What's going on, you guys? I'm Jay.
I'm C, and we're that haunted couple.
Today, we are going to be covering the latest news to Halloween Horror Nights 2024. So grab a snack and grab your drinks and stay tuned as we cover all the latest information. We are officially 2 weeks away from the opening ceremony to Halloween Horror Nights 2024 and roughly 13 days away from the premium scare nights, which we will not be attending because they have been sold out at the time of this recording. If you want to watch some of our other updates that we had on it, the video will be down in the description below, or you'll see a little card above our heads to click on that video. But the first update, as you guys know, if you watched the last video, the house that I personally was more excited for, Insidious.
You will follow in the footsteps of the Lamberts, encountering familiar settings and scares as they are transported directly into the Further, the ethereal place where ghosts and demons lurk. And just like in the films, guests will quickly learn that the paranormal creatures are here to stay. Now, I am so excited for this one. I don't know if I'm more excited or terrified because I know what they can do with this. And I think it's supposed to be all of them kind of mixed together.
It is.
So that's going to be really interesting to see how they pull it all together and what the storyline going into it and to the end follows.
Just like C just said, yes, it is going to be all of the Insidious movies that have happened. So that means the red-faced demon, as they said, will be in there. The key-faced demon, the woman in the black dress, and if you guys didn't know, that movie alone gave me so many nightmares. Not necessarily the red-faced demon, but the lady in the black dress. I will put a picture up. You will see why that demon gave me so many nightmares when I was younger. So for them to add all the movies into one house, I think I'll be fine all the way up until I see the woman in the black dress. I may end up collapsing in the house.
If you haven't seen the Insidious movies already, go watch all of them. You gotta watch them in order. I mean, you don't have to, but kind of follow the storyline and see for yourself why we are so excited and terrified for this one.
I don't even know if I'm gonna do that house first or last. I really don't know. We'll probably just hit them
as they go.
Yeah, back and front, or just whatever order we see them. But yes, that house is definitely my top for what I'm most excited for. As you guys saw, like I want to say 2 Universal videos ago, I said that if they have an Insidious house, that will definitely be my most favorite one, or the one that I'm most anticipated for.
One thing about Jay is he is terrified of anything paranormal. He doesn't mess
don't like
with
demons, nothing.
So
y'all remember in the last Universal when we went last year, the Blood Moon Dark Offering, y'all could hear me in the video saying I don't do churches and I don't do demonic stuff. Now you're telling me I gotta walk through a house demon infested?
I think this will be a good one.
Next up, one of the latest updates that has happened was the announcement of Monsters Eternal Bloodline. Now, last Universal video you guys heard, I am a big, as you can tell by the cup, I am a big Universal Monsters person. The first Monsters house that they have is Monsters of Latin America. The latest announcement though, like I just said, Monsters Eternal Bloodline. Get caught in the epic battle as Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein go up against Dracula's daughter and her monstrous mavens. What are your opinions on this house?
I'm more excited out of the 2 for this one, just because it seems like it's going to be an all-woman house. And I'm excited to see what they can do with that, like the vampire and then the Bride of Frankenstein. That's going to be cool going together.
Yes, it is going to be an all women's Monsters house. I'm more excited. I'm excited for both of them equally because, you know, like you just saw, I'm a big Monsters person. So I'm equally excited for both of these. I really can't put one over the other. Next up on the list, we have Ghostbusters.
An ancient artifact has released a chilling new entity, Garaka. Try not to freeze in fear as he freezes people before your eyes. Only the Ghostbusters can stop you from getting iced.
Now, the last video, like I said, a lot of this stuff you're gonna have to watch the last videos for. But I mentioned that I don't believe that they can make a Ghostbusters house scary. But we recently watched Ghostbusters: The Frozen Empire, which is what this house is based off of. And they have a great antagonist. Fear-wise, I think this house will be scary. I know in the last video I said I don't think it'll be scary. I don't think you can make Ghostbusters scary. But based off of the movie, if you have a good antagonist like they did this time, you know, I'm pretty excited for this house. I will give it a possible 8. Possible 8.
I'd agree, and I'm curious to see if it's gonna be like Dueling Dragons last year, where it's gonna be cold. Because of the Frozen Empire.
I think it will be.
And I'm excited to see like what animatronics that they have to go with it in there for Ghostbusters, because they've got to have. I mean, like you can't make a human, you know, one of those creatures from the movies. You know what I mean?
You can, but
not to the
like,
extent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what they're able to create with that one.
Now on the announcements, we have the scare zones. The first one being Swamp of the Undead. Now in the first speculation map for Halloween Horror Nights, they thought that one of the houses, because of the merch, would be the Swamp Thing / Swamp Monster. That was one speculation that everyone had. It turned out to not be a house this year, but I'm, 99.5% sure that the Swamp of the Undead is going to be a Swamp Thing themed scare zone, which would be pretty cool. If you guys watch any of our Winch Brothers videos, I feel like they'll do the lighting kind of how they did it, where it looks like you're walking through
like
water.
A swamp,
yeah, so I feel like that scare zone would definitely be good. Do you have any opinions on that?
I think it'll be good. Last year they had like a jungle themed, I think it was.
Ooh, yes.
That scare zone, and I think that's the one that made me scream the loudest last year, because the guy on the stilts coming at you like in the beginning and at the end. 2 different guys on the stilts actually. So I'm excited for that one.
Next up, the first scare zone that you will walk into when you arrive at the park for Halloween Horror Nights will be Duality of Fear. Now, from what I've heard, there will be 2 different paths that you can choose to go through whenever you get into the park. Just like how in Dueling Dragons last year, when you could choose thy fate and you could go through the ice path or the fire path. We personally chose, was it the ice path?
Yeah.
But I think we personally chose the ice path. This year though, with this scare zone, whichever one's going to be on the right, that's the one we're going to go through. It's with Surreal, and I cannot remember the other one's name, but one of them is the incarnation or something like that of Fear itself, and the other one is the Queen of All Things Unearthly. So based off of that, I will probably go the path of Fear itself.
I want to say the All Things Unearthly.
Nope, not for me. I do not want to deal with anything. I can't escape. I'm not going to be able to escape demons this
I don't know if it would
year.
be demons though. I think it's more like extraterrestrial.
It could be something alien related.
It's unearthly
be.
because spirits would be universe wide. You know.
Yeah, and those can be
Unearthly.
considered earthly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean obviously we'll get both shots for the videos, but I think the first path that I will take will be Fear itself, because I feel like that may be a little bit scary. So I want to get that out the way. Next up, the next announcement is a Blumhouse scare zone that's going to consist of Megan, the dude from the Black Phone. Pretty much anything that's involving Blumhouse will be in that scare zone. So
I think that's gonna be my favorite one.
Yes, a whole bunch of Megans and the black phone characters running around.
And didn't they have a Megan Scare Zone last year?
No, they had the
They
dancers.
had the dancers. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah.
We couldn't ever find them. I mean, we were looking for them for so long, but we
never
we could not find them. I don't know if we just had bad luck that year, but I couldn't even like hear the music going on anywhere in the park, you know. So I don't know. Maybe it's something that happened a few days, but you know, this year we'll be able to see them. I don't know if they'll do that same dance routine, but I mean, obviously she'll be in the Scare Zone, so we'll be able to see her. That is gonna wrap up this video. As I said, we are 2 weeks away from the opening night. I cannot believe it's finally here. I remember making the first spec map video months ago, and I was like, man, I ain't never gonna get here. And now we're 2 weeks away and 4 weeks from whenever we personally go. We will be there September 14th, and September 15th we will be at Busch Gardens. So if you're gonna be in any one of those locations within Florida,
come say hi.
us. We'll have our channel merch on, so we will be dropping some merch here soon. I want to thank you guys for 21 subscribers. It's been a long time coming, but we're just going to keep on growing and keep on getting better at this so we can expand our fan base.
Let us know what you'd like to see more of in the comments, and we'll see y'all on the next video.
Before that, though, there is going to be a lot of haunted content coming here soon. We're about 2 weeks away from when we start decorating for Halloween and anything spooky. The Wentz brothers, I'm going to mention them in this video. The Wentz brothers are coming with 5 different haunted attractions. So we will be going to all 5 of them and covering all 5 of them. Their biggest Halloween spooky season that they've had yet. So I'm definitely excited for what they are going to be able to showcase. I know they were collabing with a lot of different haunted houses and haunted attractions around the US. So I have some big expectations for you guys with this haunted season. We'll be there to support you. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, join the family, and we'll see you guys in the next one.